Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lacey and this is my art channel. And today I have chosen another Pokemon to draw. I chose Appletun, and I don't know if it's Appletun or Appletun, but I'm gonna probably say Appletun. I feel like that's a bit easier to say. Like I said in my last video, my students are always correcting my pronunciation of Pokemon, so I'm pretty used to it. Anyway, I'm excited to be drawing this with all of you, and if you have any suggestions of Pokemon you want me to draw or any other kind of cartoon character, then let me know and I will see what I can do. I chose Appletun because I tried to ask my husband which Pokemon he would be if he was a Pokemon. I wanted him to be Inteleon. I feel like he looks a lot like Inteleon. And he chose Appletun, so we are going to draw that today. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I think, with the body. I normally start with the head, but because the body takes so much of the picture, I'm gonna start with that. And I also put my book horizontal. I think this is gonna give me more room. My students always ask me how I have my papers, so in case you're wondering. Let's start with a really, like, almost a whole circle. We're gonna do like 3/4 of a circle, but it's gonna be pretty big. I don't know, in my old sketchbook I did quite a few different Pokemon on the same page, but for some reason I've been taking up all the space on just one Pokemon. And then I don't really know why, I just have been, and it's fine. I don't really question it so much. I just go with the flow in my sketchbook, especially because this is like my work sketchbook and I kind of feel like really chill about it. My sister gave me a book with bulleted pages. I want to use that for something. I just haven't yet. Okay, so I think we have an okay shape. I might bring this side up just a little. So I don't really worry about erasing all the crazy lines. I just try to get a good shape because I kind of see this as like my first draft. So I just leave it. Maybe that bothers people, but it doesn't really bother me. I'm going to work on the head. I'm going to do a curve. And I'm gonna do like a little curve for the nose. I'm actually gonna come back and make this curve bigger, but this is gonna help me get an okay shape. Let's work on the mouth a little, bring it down. And we want to kind of come up. So we have like this kind of turtle shape for the lip, and that's his kind of smile. And then we want to do the bottom lip. So let's just bring in a little line there. I like to kind of get a basic shape of the Pokemon and then go back in and do the details. So I'm just going to bring a line this way. I know we're like skipping on the legs and stuff, but we're going to come back, I promise. We're going to do a triangular shape for the tail. Okay, so now that I have a shape, I feel like it kind of looks like a snail. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a bigger curve because he has kind of this, it looks like an eggshell. I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Is this like a half of an apple? I'm going to call it an eggshell. I think I just name stuff because it helps me be able to visualize. I'm going to erase this line. And let's bring this line down a bit and back up so it kind of gives it that eggshell look. I know it's not actually an eggshell, but it kind of looks like one. And bring it back down so we kind of have this V shape, and now we're going to have another V shape. And then we're going to connect it to the top of the eggshell. Good. It kind of gives him like a little helmet. And now we're going to do a big oval shape for the ear, or like a really long U shape. and then erase anything we don't need. Now we can't see his eyes because it's being covered by the eggshell, but we're gonna do some little nostrils. Good. And yeah, let's work on the feet a bit. So we want to bring 2 curves down for the leg. The back one's longer. That's because this leg is bent here. So let's just do a curve. Now I kind of like to get the shape of the foot before I add the toes. I'm gonna erase this line because we don't need it. And now I'm gonna put in the toes. So let's do 2 curves, and then I like to shape it out a bit, so I just kind of curve it around. Let's do the next one. Shape it out. Okay, that's okay for now. I might come back to that. So let's do a bigger curve here for this back leg, and right here we're gonna bring in another curve coming down. Whoa. I feel like a lot of animals have like these thicker back legs, so maybe not this thick, but still thick. Good. Little foot. It's the same shape we did here, just like a U shape, and then we're gonna give it some toes, and then we're gonna shape it out. Good. Now, between the ear and the foot, we have kind of this underbelly. We see this on a lot of like reptilians, especially like snakes, turtles. I feel like snakes, you always see that. And you see it on a lot of Pokemon too. So I'm just gonna shape that tail out a bit. Let's work on the top. We have 2 leaves. So a leaf is just a curve, and another curve mirroring that curve. I'm not going to even worry about connecting it because the other leaf is overlapping. So let's do a curve and another curve coming down. It's also the same shape for like a lemon or a football. Erase the lines we don't need. Good. And inside the front leaf, we're going to do an oval. Good. And yeah, let's work on the crisscross pattern at the top. So it kind of has this big curve following the curve we already made, and we just want it to go down to the curve we already made. And I know I said I didn't care about this, but we're gonna clean it up a bit so we can kind of see what we're looking at. Good. Now we want this to actually go all the way down. So I'm gonna go through that leaf. That helps me just make sure my line is straight, and then as a guideline, and then I'm just gonna go back and erase it. If it bothers you, you don't have to do that. But that helps me so I don't have to like that. So, because I feel like when I do that, like I'll do this and then this line will be too high and that line will be too low. So by going straight through, you're making sure that it's straight. And let's do another curve here. And we're going to kind of do this same idea, but we're going to see more of it since it's closer to us. Let's curve it around. And let's bring this curve up. kind of giving the illusion that it's wrapping around. And shape it out. Good, I can be okay with that. Now we have the crossing one, so we want to go up. It's gonna give the illusion that it's going over, and we want this to come down because it's going under this one. Erase what we don't need. Good. And then we're gonna come out the other side, so like I said before, we'll go through as a guideline, and let's curve it around. Erase what we don't need. I can be okay with that. Now, let's... This one's a little tricky because it looks like it's coming out on this side. So we're gonna kind of raise it, and then let's raise it some more. If we make a curve here instead of a straight line, it looks like it's kind of going over, so it's an illusion. Okay. And then do a curve. Yeah. And then erase what we don't need. Shape it out. Okay, by shaping out, I mean that I like to just kind of go over and over it until I get a good shape. So for example, if I make a circle and I just like do that, it looks bad. Does that look like a circle? Not really. It kind of looks like an oval. But if I wanted a good circle, I would just kind of go around and around till I got the shape I wanted. Then I would just erase the parts I don't want, and then I might even go over it again and kind of erase, you know, just shape it out. So even for like my tail, for example, I think it was more like this, and I was thinking I wanted the tip to be a little bit more up, so I might just, instead of doing that, I might just kind of go over it and make the parts darker that I do want to keep. I hope that makes sense. I'm not even gonna worry about this too much, even though you can still see it because I'll go over with a big eraser. Now, I think we could have given him a longer neck. I'm not sure I want to go back and fix it. I'm gonna think about it. And I also feel like we could have definitely lifted those leaves up a bit. So I think I am gonna go back and fix some stuff. I hate doing that. It's just I'm not very well versed in Appletun, I think, because I only just heard about him, so I've never really seen him before. But I don't worry so much about mistakes. I feel like almost anything could be fixed. Just a little patience. And because I've already drawn it once, I feel pretty comfortable in how it looks now, so it doesn't take me so long the second time around, I think. I just kind of fix up some of these lines. You know, I think that looks a lot better. Makes it look less squashed. At least one video I tossed my pencil. It's fine. I have some wrist problems, so my wrist isn't always... I guess my grip's not so good sometimes, and I just tossed my pencil. Maybe be concerned if you guys knew how many times I did that in a day. Okay, I think that's okay for now. And then I'm gonna bring this out. So I think it would have just been a little bit better if we would have just made the neck just a tiny bit longer. I don't know, maybe it didn't really matter that much, and if you don't mind it, you could just keep it the way it was. Maybe I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when I want to be. Sometimes I can really let stuff go and just not worry, especially if it's during class. I don't have so much time to fix the small details. But then when I'm on my own, I'll sit there and perfect. But like I said, I'm not so worried. I could have let it go, but I didn't want to. Maybe because I know that I want to have good work for you guys. Let's give him his nostrils. I do apologize for that because I hope you guys didn't have to go back and change too much. I still don't know how I feel about him. I don't know if he's just too long. But I would say this is my second draft, which is going back and really looking at what I got and if I am satisfied with it. Before I ink it. I think something about this too. Maybe it should be like a tiny bit slimmer. Nope, I don't like that. Okay, I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty good. I cleaned up some areas that I was a little bit unsure about. And I think we are ready to ink and color it. While I ink and color it, I will speed it up, put it to some music, and you guys are welcome to watch if you want. I want to thank you guys for making it this far, and this is where I'm gonna go ahead and say my goodbye. And if you guys have any comments or any suggestions of what you want me to draw next, you can put it in the comments below. And if you draw with me, I would love to see your artwork. You can tag me on social media. I have a link tree below. You can just click it and it'll show all my links. If you are 18 or below or have children that are 18 and below and you want to take one of my art classes, that's also in the link tree. And I hope to see you in the next video. So, bye.
I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. I don't know why. You love that summer rain in mid-July, mid-July. My last name fits you better. When I'm with you, there's no pressure. I miss your worn-out sweaters. Weather couldn't compromise our love. I spent too much time on us, and I think you got me stuck on loving. You can't function. I gotta tell you all my secrets, and you know that just ain't easy for me. Oh baby, won't you come to my town? Last time around, you ain't come to my house. Stay for a while, me, my mama, and my family. We'll see, let's see. I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. I don't know why. You July. I think that we're overdue. You and I, you and I know that we'll make it through. Telling you why, telling you why. Yeah, summer rain on your tattoo. I know that nobody has you. So is it me you're running back to? I'm not ashamed to say I'm attracted to you. Oh no, no, no. Remember those days when we sang those songs in your old Mustang that your parents bought? When they split ways and you felt alone. So you have a couple people trying to make up for your broke heart, looking for love, and I think that I'm a good start. I know that you've been through a whole lot, but I have too. So baby, when you're missing me and it feels right, and I'm in your dreams like every night, I don't know why you won't give me another chance. With all our years in an hourglass, yeah. I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. I don't know why. You love that summer rain in mid-July, mid-July. I think that we're overdue. You and I, you and I know that we'll make it through. Telling you why, telling you why. I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why, I don't know why. You love that summer rain in mid-July, mid-July. I think that we're overdue. You and I, you and I know that we'll make it through. Telling you why, telling you why.
Hi everyone, so I know I said goodbye already, but as you could see, I had some of my footage missing, and that is because I keep running out of space on my phone. So I actually do have a memory card on my phone, but I haven't figured out how to record to the memory card instead of the actual phone, so I keep running out of space even though I keep making space. I have to figure out my problem. But beyond that, I also didn't like the way that my Appletun came out. As you can see, like this back leg, there's something really wrong here. I really tried to do a different method, and that was doing my coloring before my line art. That's because whenever I did Oshawott, all my ink smeared because it's alcohol ink, but the hoo-hoo markers are very wet, and it was very much like watercolor where I like to put like watercolor down and then ink on top of that, but I don't have as much experience with that, and so I was very focused and it was very difficult for me because I didn't have the line art to go by. Instead, I should have brought the leg out, and then I also should have like made the foot go more this way, just like this one. Well, anyway, I could see the mistake. I want to fix it, so I decided to do a digital version of this. And that's what you're gonna be seeing me do now. And if you guys are interested in more digital art things, I don't mind doing some tutorials over that as well, though I'm not as well versed as just traditional art. I'm still in the learning process, but it's been pretty fun experience, so I am just going to be doing that. Like I said, I don't plan to talk through the whole thing, so I'm probably just gonna put some music on and fast forward this for you all, and I hope that you enjoy it, and sorry about the mishap. Anyway, I will say goodbye for real now, and I hope that you enjoy it, so bye!
She found the one, like Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo, Romeo? I want my Romeo, Romeo. Yeah, I want something classic, but all these boys are tragic. Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Romeo. She keep on looking till she found the one. Like Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo, Romeo? I want my Romeo, Romeo. Yeah, I want something classic, but all these boys are tragic. Romeo.
I feel like my thoughts are so loud.
I'm out of practice, I ain't had the energy. Depression is a